Hey everyone, welcome to Fluffy Digital again. So today I'm going to show you how to create an SMS AI agent to be able to respond to all the SMS messages you receive, either when you're working or when you're out of working. So we're going to use GoHighLevel. This is our white label GoHighLevel account, and we are going to use three different things: the AI agent section and the phone number system section. So what you're going to start with is the AI agent section here to set up like the foundation of everything. So this is what you're going to be doing. You come to GHL, click AI agents or AI essence or whatever you're using, and come to conversation AI, right? And then you're going to select all the, if you've not created anything, you just come to create the bot here, and then you have different types of bot you can create with, but for this one I recommend using the prompt based prompt uh, bot, and then you're going to be prompted with another selection here. Based on what you're trying to build, you can select here, but I recommend doing it from scratch. So when you do it from scratch, you'll open a setting like an interface that looks like this. The bot settings, you'll have a bot training, you'll have the bot goals, and the dashboard to see what actually is happening in here. So from the bot settings, you're going to do the basic things here. You give the bot the name. You're going to keep it off when you're building it, and then you give the supported channel which is going to be responding to. Well, if it's SMS or chat, we get SMS chat, you're going to use that. If you're building for WhatsApp, you're going to select WhatsApp. So for this case, it's SMS, right? And then you're going to give the business name. You already have the business name. You're going to key in there and then give it like the wait time period to respond to someone. We can reduce this to around 3 or 2 or whatever. It depends on how you want things to be like, right? Now, there's different plans here. You can pay as you go, and which uses tokens, or you can upgrade to unlimited AI employee plan under $97 using GoHighLevel, and you access like everything unlimited. So there's also sections here which include you can read the image or voice notes, and this also requires an extra charging, and send bot sleep when I send a message manually or through workflow. You can also tag that on, so it depends with what exactly you want with our person or the contact or the agents to behave when it's handling communication between you and the customers. So this is where you build the knowledge base. You can either put the link and then the agent will scroll and then store that and train itself on that, or you can upload files or PDFs and then do the same thing. You can upload your FAQs, rich text or tables, and it's going to be able to do that on its own. So for example, this I did a web scroller, and then this one was two PDF files in terms of the bot training. So that is how, if you want to do something else or to add or create a new one, you're just going to click here, or you come to click here, knowledge base, and it's going to open on a new field, and then you can be able to name the knowledge base you create, and then you select which type of knowledge you want to use. So, and then once you're done, the most important part now is the bot goals. This is where you're going to give your agent the personality, the goals, what it needs to have, and then the conversation flow, how you need to handle the conversations. So, for example, you can see your personality, you are blah, blah, blah. You're from this company, this is your role, this is what you're doing, you're tasked to do this and this and this. And then you give it a goal, what it needs to achieve, and how to handle things, how to identify things, and then most importantly also to give it like the conversation flow. uh, in case someone says yes, do what? In case someone says no, this is what you need to do, right? So that's what I mean by conversation flow, so that the agent needs to know how to handle like everything. When someone asks a question or just comments, we need to know what is a question and what is a comment and how to handle each one of them. And you can be able to see all different things. So response handling is really, really important, because that's what you're going that's going to determine how you're going to get a very productive and high quality bot when it comes to responding in the SMS agent here. So basically here you're going to use prompt engineering skills, and also remember there's a word limit. I think it's around 1700 words. So yeah, you need to keep it below that. So you need to be very straight to the point. There's different models you can use. This OpenAI. For now they use OpenAI and all that. But for now, there's also other actions you can use. You can either make the agent have the ability to book an appointment with people and schedule those appointments to trigger a workflow. If someone shares their email and you want to send them an email, you trigger the workflow and then the agent sends the email immediately after that. So that's the work of the workflow. Or any type of action you want to do with a workflow, you can add here and put the instructions in when to do that. And then contact information, you can update the contact name, you can update the email, phone number, or any other custom fields. And then this is where you stop the bot. For example, if you don't want any further communication or the agent to respond after sending a certain message or after the customer has said something, for example, I'm not interested, there's no need of saying that. You just stop the bot and you send the final message. And then you can hand over to a human, you can transfer the bot and also do auto follow-ups. So it just depends with the kind of build you want to do, and all these actions here will definitely help you do that. So this is where you're going to test like everything. Let's do some testing here. So this was responding to an initial SMS campaign that was done to these contacts. So we're expecting them to either respond yes or no. If they respond yes, what happens? Let's test that. Great, thanks for being open to it. Would you be okay if I send you an email in the summary of it? Exactly, so that's how it should be like. Let's see if we say not interested, what happens? No problem. That's all. Thank you for your time. Then you can see stop bot triggered. So there's no further communication between the agent and the person. So let's refresh and say uh, just no from the initial message we had sent them, so that we avoid chasing people who are not interested. You see, so that's how it's going to respond. Or let's just go to the correct route of saying yes, yes at the end. And then you can see so that's how it's going to be like. And then this is dashboard. This is where you're going to see the statistics or how the performance of the bot is like. You're going to see the time, the amount of time you've been saved, the appointments booked if you have added that, the triggered actions, and then the amount of unique contacts interacted with the agent and the number of messages that have been sent. So that is exactly how it works. So it's not really something that's super complicated. It's not. So I want to show you how in action this SMS agent looks like. So this is a contact, and you send this initial message, and then someone says, "Who are you?" And then you have to add this kind of um, scenarios if they occur. Do you respond? How are you doing? Blah blah blah. You can see this is it. And then if they respond, the agent is active. You can see that it's active. And if they say not interested, the agent will automatically go from active to inactive, and it will turn itself on automatically. You see that? Exactly. So this is how it looks like. So the final part is setting up the phone number, and this is done under the phone settings. So you're going to buy the number, or you're going to migrate your phone numbers from Twilio to GoHighLevel, or buy a phone number directly from GoHighLevel, and you do the regulatory bundle. If it's US numbers, you must be able to do A2P verification and all that. So that's it. And yeah, I hope you learned something from this. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. And in case you want me to help you set up something like this, yeah, book a discovery call with me. The link is on the description. And yeah, let's meet in the next video. Bye.